जल शक्ति मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार।
Peace prevails in conflict areas along Assam-Mizoram border. No fresh incidents of trouble reported. Assam Chief Minister says his government will move a Supreme Court. Mizoram says it wants peaceful resolution of dispute. President Ramnath Kovind addresses convocation of Kashmir Varsity, says whole of India watching the state with admiration. Lavlina gets the better of German boxer, punches her way into the quarterfinals. And Manipur honors Mirabai Chanu with post of additional SP, awards 1 crore rupees. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Jolly Khoikia Gogoi with the stories in detail. In news from the Northeast first, peace prevailed today in Lailapur along Assam-Mizoram border with no fresh incident of violence reported. It may be recalled here that in an unfortunate flare-up on the interstate border, at least 5 personnel of the Assam police and a civilian were killed in firing on Monday, escalating an ongoing boundary row between the neighboring states. The incident took place 2 days after Union Home Minister Amit Shah chaired a meeting between the chief ministers of northeastern states to resolve the vexed border dispute. Meanwhile, the Union Home Minister has spoken to the Chief Ministers of Assam and Mizoram and asked them to resolve the issue amicably. Meanwhile, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma today said the state will move to Supreme Court seeking its intervention for an appropriate decision on the issue. He said Assam has nothing against Mizoram. Speaking to the reporters at Silchar Circuit House this afternoon, the Chief Minister said Assam wants to protect the land as a forest reserve. If the union government takes over the land tomorrow, Assam has got no objection to that. Earlier, the Chief Minister visited Silchar Medical College Hospital to inquire about the injured Superintendent of Police and other police officials. Meanwhile, Assam government has declared 3 days of state mourning from today. This is being observed as a mark of respect to the 5 policemen and 1 civilian who lost their lives on Monday. The state government will give 50 lakh rupees as compensation to the families of martyrs, and 1 person from the family will get a job.
মিজোরাম অসম সীমান্তত জিমান আৰক্ষী বা জিমান পুলিচে বা ব্যাটালিয়নৰ জোৱানে ডিউটি কৰি।
On the other hand, Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga in a tweet said the incident has taken place after the cordial meeting of chief ministers with the Union Home Minister Amit Shah in Shillong on Sunday. Meanwhile, Mizoram Home Minister Lal Chamliana today visited Vairangte, where tensions escalated between Mizoram and Assam on Monday. He requested the state of Assam to help create a congenial environment for peaceful resolution of the dispute and said the interstate border issue with Assam be resolved in an atmosphere of peace and understanding. President of India Ramnath Kovind today addressed the 19th annual convocation of the University of Kashmir at Kashmir International Convention Centre, KICC, situated on the banks of world-famous Dal Lake in Srinagar. In his address, President Kovind said he was delighted to be on this land of great historical and cultural significance. Kovind said the University of Kashmir has made remarkable progress as 3 lakh students received degrees today, with more than 2.5 lakh bachelors and more than 1,000 doctorates over the past 8 years. He said Kashmir has turned a new leaf and exciting new possibilities are opening up, and the whole of India is watching towards it with admiration and pride. He said Kashmiri youth are scaling new heights in a variety of sectors, from civil service exams to sports and entrepreneurial ventures.
70% of the winners are women. It is not just a matter of satisfaction but also pride for all of us that our daughters are ready to perform at the same level as our sons and sometimes even better.
Proceedings in both the Houses of Parliament were repeatedly disrupted today before being called off for the day as opposition members protested on the Pegasus snooping issue, petrol price hike and farm bills. The Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha were adjourned amid a continued uproar by opposition members. The Lok Sabha was adjourned till 11 a.m. tomorrow as opposition MPs raised Khela Hobe slogans. As Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha resumed their sessions this morning, heavy sloganeering on the Pegasus snooping and farm laws went on more prominently in the upper house. Due to this, both houses were adjourned repeatedly, failing to conduct any proper order or business. In news from Tokyo Olympics, today's spectacular event was boxing when Indian pugilist Lavlina Borgohain started her campaign with a hard-fought win over Germany's Nadine Epeds in the women's 69-kilogram round of 16 match. Lavlina Borgohain entered the quarterfinals of women's welterweight category. The two-time World Championship bronze medalist won the welterweight bout by a 3-2 split decision. Lavlina started on the back foot after the German boxer's aggressive start, and the Indians' low guard gave Nadine several opportunities to connect her left jabs. On the other hand, Lavlina relied more on her counter-attacks to get points and found her footing as the round progressed, getting full points from 3 of the 5 judges. In more news from Olympics, India had a good day today with victories coming in hockey, badminton and boxing. In hockey, the men in blue defeated Spain 3-0 in group match of Pool A. With this win, India now stands at second position in the group with 6 points. In badminton, Indian duo of Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty beat Ben Lane and Sin Vendy of Great Britain in final Group A match of men's doubles. In shooting, Indian mixed team of Manu Bhakkar and Saurav Chaudhary failed to qualify for the final in the 10-meter air pistol event. In 10-meter air rifle mixed team event also, Indian teams of Elavnil Valviran and Divyansh Singh Panwar and Anjum Modgil and Deepak Kumar could not make a cut for the final. In table tennis, Achanta Sharat Kamal lost to Rio Olympics gold medalist Amy Long of China. In Manipur, Olympic silver medalist Mirabai Chanu broke down in her home state as she was honored by the state government. The government has decided to appoint Mirabai Chanu as additional superintendent of police, sports in the police department. While speaking to media persons today, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh announced that Mirabai Chanu will also be rewarded with 1 crore rupees as announced by the government earlier. He said all the Tokyo Olympic participants from Manipur will be given 25 lakh rupees each. Olympian judoka Lik Mabam Sushila Devi will be promoted from the post of constable to sub-inspector.
Anagi policy ni koi state government ki side ki state si lairi su lairana koi silver medalist da koi ba crore ma pi bai ma si namara koi state government ki adu ganang ada ticket ka thok baksin do do yam do mai kre ma si sidai da phamam am pi re jena koi sinan unnai koi ki government ki lairi ba honorable minister singh honorable MLA singh purna ki government ki lairi ba Manipur ki well wisher mayam ni
More than 44 crore 19 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. The recovery rate has reached 97.39%. More than 42,000 patients recovered during the last 24 hours. Till now, more than 3 crore 6 lakh people have recovered from COVID-19. India reported more than 29,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. The country reported less than 30,000 daily cases after 132 days. Country's active case load is currently at 3,98,100. India's active case load is less than 4 lakh after 124 days. Active cases constitute 1.27% of total cases. Weekly positivity rate remains below 5% and it is currently at 2.33%. Daily positivity rate at 1.73% and it remains below 5%. 415 deaths have been reported in the last 24 hours. In Assam, the state government issued new COVID guidelines. According to new standard operating procedure, Golaghat and Lakhimpur districts will remain full containment zones. With the situation better than before, curfew will be enforced from 2 p.m. to 5 a.m. in Gwalpara, Moregaon, Jorhat, Sonitpur and Bishwanath districts. Guidelines will remain more or less same in other districts. Ban on inter-district transport will continue and all educational institutions will remain closed as before. In COVID update from the region, Arunachal Pradesh recorded 4,319 active cases, 41,820 cured cases, while the dead numbered at 218. And Assam active cases clocked at 13,582, while discharged cases stood at 5,39,028. The tally for the dead is 5,162. Manipur has 10,524 active cases, followed by 81,645 cured cases, while the dead accounted for 1,487. Saddled with 5,084 active cases, Meghalaya has registered 55,648 discharged cases. The tally for the dead is 1,031. Reporting 9,504 active cases, Mizoram has recorded 23,811 released cases, even as the dead accounted for 137. Nagaland has logged 1,256 active cases, followed by 25,561 discharged cases. The dead numbered at 545. Sikkim has recorded 2,970 active cases, while the released cases touched 22,038 and deaths at 331. Lastly, Tripura recorded 3,684 active cases and 72,566 cured cases, while the dead accounted for 747. In Meghalaya, to encourage the people to come forward for COVID-19 vaccination, the Deputy Commissioner of Ribhoy, R.M. Kurba, informed that till date the vaccination percent of the district is 39.91. He said the district administration, along with the health department, has worked hard to control the sharp rise of COVID-19 by imposing government protocols. The second T20 international match between Sri Lanka and India at Colombo today was postponed after Indian all-rounder Krunal Pandya tested positive for coronavirus. In a statement released, the BCCI said that following the rapid antigen tests conducted ahead of the match this morning, Pandya was found to be positive. The medical teams have identified 8 members as close contacts. The entire contingent is undergoing RT-PCR tests today to ascertain any further outbreak in the squad. The match will now be played tomorrow. For more updates, viewers can also watch our bulletins and other programs on our YouTube channel, DD News Guwahati. Before we end the news, the headlines once again. Peace prevails in conflict areas along Assam-Mizoram border. No fresh incident of trouble reported. Assam Chief Minister says his government will move to Supreme Court. Mizoram says it wants peaceful resolution of dispute. President Ramnath Kovind addresses convocation of Kashmir Varsity, says whole of India watching the state with admiration. Lavlina gets the better of German boxer, punches her way into the quarterfinals. And Manipur honors Mirabai Chanu with post of additional SP, awards 1 crore rupees. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.